Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. We are behind, so behind, but this is May, not too bad. Well, I suppose not too bad. This is May Uniquely Creatives kit. This is Moody Blue, so you can see some of the bits and pieces that are in this pack. So you've got some paper pad, you've got the sentiment strips that I've just got a die here that's sold separately, which makes it really easy and quick. A little bit of ribbon, a little bit of bling. We're just going to go through the paper pad. So they're all pretty blues and a little bit of different shades of blue in there. So they're single-sided. You get quite a few, love that, quite a few bits and pieces you can trim out. Even the flowers that I had there not long ago, that one can be trimmed out. But off camera, I'm going to cut all those out. So I'd end up with so many butterflies, I don't know what to do with myself. These are all the little bits and pieces, lots of little flowers, lots of sentiment strips and quotes, little round, little doily mandalas, I suppose you call, but I call them doilies. They're basically like a doily. I don't know. I don't know if that's an Australian thing, but doily. But so we've got a card pack. So this last month was the square card packs, and I've got June here ready to go, which hopefully I will trim it up and have a look and video it for you. But it's a steampunk, this one, for this month. Now, in one of not my last video, but my other video, I did tell you that I was heading away, so which is why this is even later. I'm back. Surprise. No. We had a lovely time. Beautiful weather. If you don't know, as I said, I did go away. It wasn't for a lovely reason, but the weather was lovely and it was nice. I was up there with my mum, so we just had a nice time. We had a lot to do. We had to go through family things and organise a few bits and pieces, but I got to see my brother, so that's always good. Next, so I've trimmed down this piece of cardstock. I love this sort of, it's almost like it's either like a sky or like a night sky or a little bit of a watercolor dipping. I do want to try that one day. I didn't like the banner that I trimmed up, so I've just sort of got another little piece. I didn't like how the doily pattern that was on it was a little bit off to the side, so I found another piece that I could trim up and just have it in the middle. Just trying to figure out my wording. I was going to leave the top half of this flat onto the card and have the bottom raised up, but I've decided to change my mind clearly, and so the whole thing is going to be raised up on a little bit of foam. We just position that right in the middle. Just figuring out my wording. I don't like highlights. Yesterday is, I'm going to change it. I'm still going to change it. I'll tell you that now. So we're going to go for journey. And I've got wishing you all the best. Now, I've said it before, I don't have any problem with layering up or trimming, I should say trimming my die cuts so I can layer them in behind. I don't want to lose all of the pretty little die cuts just because they're all behind, another panel. So I'd much rather trim those up, cut those in half, and then I get more bang for my buck, basically. I'm going to put those down with a little bit of multi-matte medium, and the great thing about having foam mount is the fact that you can tuck it in behind. Get rid of my journey there for a while. And this way, we can add it all together, but we have that extra dimension of things sticking out. I've just got a little bit of multi-matte medium down the center of my butterflies so their wings can be raised up. And now, of course, in the card that's going to be a little bit, it's going to get a little bit squashed, just a little bit. But you still have, a bit of fun with having it because it's still clearly, it doesn't completely flatten down. You can still see they're raised up. And this one, because he's on the side, we're just putting a little bit down the bottom there, along where his body is. And journey is going to be our sentiment for this particular card. So I've got 2 cards for this. Now, okay, I have a question for you. Because I've been away, because I've had a lot going on, my mojo has up and left. What do you do? Leave a comment down below. What do you do when if your mojo has decided to go on its own little holiday? Now, what I've done, and you'll see this if you follow me over on Instagram, and I am Natalie Perry Walsh over on Instagram, I am going to be posting a whole heap of cards using this paper kit. Because what I decided to do, because I would sit at my desk and just go, okay, what now? So I pulled out the paper kit and it was all pretty much, it was all cut up or done it already. And I've made, how many cards did I make? I made about 5 or 6, I think about 5 different cards. So over on Instagram, you're going to see those cards because I did not video it. But leave me a link below. How do you get yourself out of a funk? How do you sort of get the creative juices going again? I'll be really curious and interested to hear. So we're just going to finish off this card with a little bit of starter stickles. And I've just got a little dot here before, because it here and there sort of thing, because it does have, I couldn't quite figure out whether it's like, I like it anyway, whether it's a night sky or what it is, but there's a couple of dots of white flickered in the top in the darker panels. And we've got a little bit of trailing from the butterflies. The next card, the second card that we've got, I already had this piece cut. I think this was out of like a cut apart. So we're going to use the flowers on the side. Just going to figure out, don't like that, get rid of that. Figure out what sentiment I'm going to use. Just get rid of the black squares. Just get rid of it. Here we go. So the sentiment that we've got is, those who don't jump will never learn to fly. And we're going to have a sub-sentiment of, may your dreams come true. So again, this is all raised up. I've got the little doily is raised up with a little bit of foam tape. The sentiment is raised up as well. Trim that all off. What I'm also going to do is, I had this little tag, put a bit of foam tape on that. I had a little bit of a label. It's more of a label than a tag. And I have, again, do not be afraid to trim up your bits and pieces. We are going to make that an extra bit longer. I'll show you that when we get, the focus will sort itself out. I'm still playing with my new camera. So there we go. We've got, may your dreams come true. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put that. I actually end up putting it underneath. You'll see. Here's our little label. We're going to call it a little label. And we're going to give it the illusion that it's a lot longer. And this is going to go flat, obviously, because we've just got it like tucked underneath our doily. And the benefit of having the gingham, you know, we can make sure that it's nice and straight. We can line that up with the lines on the gingham. And there you go. You wouldn't think that it's only like, you know, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 6-7 centimeters wide, long. That's about it. There we go. Focus has sorted itself out. So I'm just going to put a bit of foam tape just down the end because it's going to hang off our little doily piece. A little bit of glue on the rest of it. So this way it's going to be nice and flat. There we go. And of course more butterflies, but I do take those off. I don't go for butterflies in the end. Heaven knows I've still got lots of butterflies. This kit had, as I said, lots of butterflies. So it just has so many die cuts and everything else. It's just a great kit. This is not staying. Don't worry. This is where I go, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But thankfully enough, the foam tape was only very small and the glue was it's pretty little. So it was still nice and fresh. So I need to do a little bit more die cutting, which I'm not going to. We're going to start it, but I'm not going to make you sit here waiting while I do the fussy cutting. I like this a lot better. We just need one more little sprig. And that's almost the end of our card. So jump over to Instagram. As I said, I am Natalie Perry Walsh. If you want to see more cards with this paper range, and I plan to do the June kit in June. The last time I saw this kit was still available, which surprises me because I find it really, really pretty. And I will leave a link over to my blog and it'll have all the bits and pieces. It'll have the kit and it'll have anything separately if you wanted to buy it separately. You just wanted to buy the paper pad or the gems, whatever. All the links will be down below. The last little bit is just some gemstones. And that is my card. I hope you are well. I hope you we're winter here in Australia. And I am currently very tucked up and trying to stay warm. But that's my card. So I hope you're well and nice and warm wherever you are. Take care. I will talk to you next time. Bye.